and welcome to the Emerald Bandit. I'm Sean and this is the Emerald Bandit, and today I'm in beautiful Knockvicer, County Roscommon, and I'm chasing sunsets. But I'm going to do a little review of this mk1 90 Bandit 1200N, and I've had this bike now for about just over 6 months, just around 6 months, and put around 2,500 miles on it in that time. Pretty much all of it in horrible, slimy, wintry conditions. So today is beautiful and sunny and there's grip on the roads. So let's go. So yeah, the very first thing that strikes me about this Bandit is just the ergonomics of it. It's beautiful. It's got these rental bars which have been put on it by the previous owner, and that combined with the seat, I'm perfectly flat footed. Feels like quite a small bike to me actually. And as far as weight goes, well, it's a naked bike and there isn't too much to them, so I don't find it that heavy at all now. But I've got quite a lot of experience riding motorcycles, bigger bikes over the years, so the weight at all doesn't bother me. These little 2-finger stubby levers are lovely. Everything now, I did take a bit of time adjusting everything up and down to suit myself here perfectly, but as far as the ergonomics go, everything folds absolutely perfectly to hand. The seating position's awesome for an old greybeard like me. And well, yeah, let's fire up and let's take a spin out this beautiful back road. So yeah, she's got a beautiful growl to her, and I've been working quite a bit over the last few months to get her running right, and I'm almost there. I'm not quite 100% there, but she sounds good today. So let's go. Less of the waffling, let's go see sunsets. So yeah, as you take off, clutch has got a beautiful weight to it. I don't know whether it's light or heavy, but it's got a lovely feeling weight to it, and well, she's just super responsive being a 1200 and not much weight. So and for this isn't a tricky maneuver, but it's an uphill turn, so yeah, very easy to maneuver, and also very easy to leverage into corners. Now I'm not going to go mad because this is a residential back road and I ride on it quite a bit, so I'll keep a bit of a lid on my speed, but sure, we'll have a bit of fun no matter. Oh, it's awesome to have some grip. So yeah, the gear shift on its typical Suzuki, beautiful, slick, snickety-snick machine like. Throttle response is, as I'll show you now, is quite instant on her, although she's a little bit laggy. That's just a small twist of the throttle now in top gear. Yeah, definitely no slouch, can definitely boogie along. I love the handling on it. I know they're not the latest rocket ship handling bikes, but this old school suits me. I like it. It almost feels like a big supermoto. What is looky bucky? It almost feels like a big supermoto with these bars in the seating position, and I really appreciate that because for most of the last 9 years I was riding an S3000, and while absolutely awesome bike to ride, I love it. It's crisp on my back. Bear in mind I'm 50 years old and I've been riding bikes since I was 16 on the road, so my back's not too great these days, but it's like sitting on my favourite armchair, and it's got a bit of boogie to it, and this is such a lovely twisting road. She's got serious grunt and torque there, which I love. So instantaneous. And like I say, I'm keeping a lid on it because it's a residential back road, as you can see, and I'm up and down this road quite a lot, so I don't want to draw too much attention to myself. This is a particularly beautiful set of corners. although concentration and care big time required. But she drops into corners really beautifully. This is quite a quiet one, as you'll see. And another tight one. She's very precise, holds her line beautifully. These Max's tires on the back and on the front, they were new when they came onto the bike, and they're pretty awesome. They haven't let me down in the slimy conditions. I don't know what they're like in the raggedy edge on a dry road like today, but they really haven't let me down in slimy. So given that most of my riding is on Irish back roads and the weather isn't good and the roads themselves aren't good, I'll take that over all out and out lunatic grip, because I don't ride a bike like that, not in the real world. So I'm going to take the N4, the big road, just to give you an idea what she's like cruising. I'll go up through Boyle town and just give you some idea what she's like to cruise on, because she's very docile and very mannerly bike to ride, actually, when you're not going all out on it. Don't want to be rude, but I'm being rude. Let's speed up. Yeah, this isn't exactly white or on or anything, but absolutely no slouch. Beautiful grunt from that 1200 engine, or I think 1157, be totally correct about it. I'll keep a little eye on the speed now, because there's usually speedy cameras about and probably prime time for them. But all in all, it's a beautiful day to be out on a bike. It's just gorgeous to be out on a bike. It isn't to be alive. And I'm really sorry about all this sniffing, this spluttering. I'm just getting over a very bad cold. But I'm getting over it, so that's the positive thing. And I'm out here now on a Bandit 12. Yeah, life really doesn't get much better, does it, guys? Sunny day, beautiful bike. Yeah, this road's dead boring. It's just the main road. It's the N4 from Carrick to Sligo, but as you can see, yeah, handles this so easily. My revs about 4 1/4 to do 75 on an hour, so she's just in her car, and if I go, she takes off like a rocket, which is fun and also very useful in the real world for motorway style riding. Not that I'm on a motorway here, but motorway speed riding, and it's got all the power and torque and grunt just where you need it most to pass those dawdlers on the motorways in Carrick to West. Very, very docile bike to ride, believe it or not, when you're not actually peeing in it. Kind of bit Jekyll and Hyde, very pussycat when you want it to be. So I'll get off this big road and we'll go through town and we'll see what occurs to me. As I say, she's lovely to drop in like that, and I happen to know my back tire's slightly low in pressure actually. I can feel the little squirm of that. Might actually stop at the filling station and put a bit of air into that. But that's Curlew Mountains there. I'm just coming into the back of Boyle, and that's the Curlew Mountains, and there's another video of mine up on YouTube at the minute. 10 tunes on the gearbox where I took a spin over there. It's only 5-minute long spin, but it was yet again another beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. And yeah, I got a relatively alright recording of the bike sound. It's not me waffling on, it's just the pure sound of the bike. Misfires and farts and mumbles and all. I thoroughly enjoyed that spin, just as I'm thoroughly enjoying this spin. I've never actually came home from a spin on the bike wishing I'd never went out in the first place. Never. And sometimes I find it very hard to drag myself out. I've been lacking a lot of motivation over the last few years. Times have been pretty tough, but sure I'm tougher. Haha. Much, much tougher. Crows. Beautiful. Ah, this is just life affirming. Absolutely life affirming. So as you can see, I'm just dawdling along here, pretty much closed throttle, burr, 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 burr. And she's just so happy to be my armchair. There's not a lot of traffic. Well, there might be in town though. I just wanted to give you an idea of what she was like in traffic. And yeah, I like this. As I say, feels like a big supermoto or a big dirt bike. So yeah, this is Boyle. That's Boyle River. Just down in there, you get a glimpse of it there. That sunshine's beautiful. We've been starved a bit. So yeah, as you can see, she's slow, easy to poodle around at these slow speeds. You can see what I'm behind, and yeah, just so easy to poodle about like this. Like I say, definitely my favourite armchair. And then you get to do this bit, which is always fun. Don't crack the throttle when you do it, or you get spat off the back, I would imagine. I don't have those sort of skills. I wish I did. I really wish I did. But I'll try and keep the front wheel on the ground for as much as possible. So hopefully I can duck left here and he's not going that way, because this is fun. And there's a lovely drop into this corner and then into this. And she makes beautifully left to right, right to left. Just effortlessly. I've had my indicator on for miles like a plonker. I didn't notice that. I'm too busy talking. So yeah, okay, nice one. Take advantage, John. Yeah, the town's very quiet, so I was kind of hoping to give you an idea of what kind of 12's like in traffic, but there isn't any. Ah, those crows must be loving it. It's quite stormy out today. Quite blustery. But it's not taking anything away from the day. Oh, and I have to say, this bike is just so comfortable. I might pull in here and put some air in my back tire, actually. That would be a very intelligent thing of me to do. As I was saying, petrol. Yeah, she's a bit thirsty, all right. Although now, last few. The better I get the jet, the better she's getting on fuel, obviously, and the better I get to run, the better she is on fuel. But I seem to be getting 100 miles from full to empty on her, which was costing me. I'll go this way. Just over 20. Yeah. I suppose if I ride it like this, what can I expect? Not hard, oh. I could really do with a set of plugs in this. I'm pretty 100% sure now that's what that last little stumble is in it. Yeah. That engine just pulls like a train. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So, probably I want to stay out for longer. I don't want to go back in yet. I'm kind of thinking I should go out past the fog road now. Just to get some of that amazing scenery. And maybe talk a bit better. I assume this isn't picking me up too well. So I can hear the wind noise. Sure, even if it isn't directly on the mic, it's got to be able to pick it up. I love these corners. I love all corners on bikes actually. That's what bikes are about to me. Cornering. I'm not actually into the big main roads going fast in a straight line. I like a nice twisty up and downy roller coaster road. And why am I... what is occurring? What is occurring? Houston, we have a problem. You're definitely down on one cylinder, at least. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. We're not out of fuel, but we're definitely not firing on one cylinder. So, better nurse her home and work out what is happening. So that brought me very neatly to the end of that, and probably brought me very neatly to some of the downsides of Bandit ownership. And I'm sure these downsides apply to basically any older bike, any older vehicle, but any older bike. And the main thing is, they're not actually downsides depending on what way you see your motorbikes and what your pleasure is in them. If you want to just get on and ride, fuss free, no thought, you're way better off with something modern. If you've got an interest in mechanics and tinkering and you enjoy that sort of thing, well, you will enjoy a Bandit. There's a bit of maintenance involved there, particularly on the fuel systems, particularly with the carburetors. All of it's quite straightforward and simple. It's not the dark voodoo art that many would assume. It's just straightforward logic, care, thoroughness and cleaning, and a little bit of understanding in how the systems actually work. So I'm going to make a series of videos on that, chasing misfires and cleaning out misfires, and I'll have the first few of those up pretty soon. Throttle Position Sensor being one of them, spark plugs and general maintenance and other ones, make sure the ignition system is tip top shape, and the whole fuel system. So I'll sort of walk you through what I had to do to this bike originally to get it going in the beginning, and then what I've done to basically weed out misfires one by one by one by one. And I'm getting there, pretty successfully getting there. So I wonder, where can I go next? So anyway, if you enjoyed that, and if you enjoyed that and you want to see more, please like, follow and subscribe, because it's not like, follow and subscribe. If you enjoyed that, please feel free, like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, let's see where the Emerald Bandit takes us together, because so far it's been an interesting journey.